I'm JB.
And I'm Madsen.
And this is, yeah, that's dude up there. This is our pre-show for The Dark Knight Rises. We're going to tell you a little bit about who people are and our expectations of the movie or our guesses in the movie, because none of us know anything about this except for the trailers. Our main villain in this one is Bane. Bane is nothing like the Bane from Batman and Robin. This Bane is more true towards the comic book, where he is intelligent, strong, and is able to go toe-to-toe with Batman. We have Catwoman in this one. Catwoman is your traditional cat burglar, but from the way some of the trailers look, she may have more of a social agenda than just being a thief. We have Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who I have no idea who he is in this movie. He looks like he's a cop, but I don't know.
I believe he is a cop.
And even the name they've given him isn't a name that I recognize in the comic book world. We have Batman, who's still in it. We have Alfred, who's still in it, and Gordon and Lucius Fox. And everyone should know, if you're up to this movie, you should know who they are, so there's no reason to explain them. My thoughts on this movie would be that it's going to come down to, there's going to be two crucial scenes, one where Bane beats Batman, and one where Batman beats Bane. Huh? You didn't expect that crap, did you? I expect Bane, when Bane beats Batman, that's going to be the crucial point in this overall story that Nolan has created, where we will get the definite version of what he believes Batman is. If Batman is Bruce Wayne, or if Batman is a symbol that anyone can fill.
Okay, my thoughts on it are going to be, I do agree with you, there's going to be a scene where Batman loses, and then there's going to be a scene where Batman wins. Ultimately, I do think that Batman will either die or be paralyzed. And I think when he wins, it's going to be because the citizens of Gotham rise up. He finally becomes the symbol to everybody, and Bane, Bane might be able to beat Batman, but he can't beat the city. And the citizens will finally rise up under that symbol that he's talked about. That's my prediction. And when Batman does finally ultimately lose, he will lose in front of the symbol, or he will lose in front of everybody.
Okay, dude.
That's
It's a good point.
yeah, it is a good point.
Well said.
You guys made very good points. Still know my thunder, as usual. But, yeah, I'm kind of expecting, it's like, it's going to be a definitive end. I don't know what's going to happen to Batman at the end. Like I said, I'm hoping just to enjoy the ride. It's always the third act that really is the crux of the whole thing, so. I'm just hoping to have a really good ride in this.
All right, so here's the point where if this was a Stephen King Dark Tower book, you want to end it here. If you want to continue on, that's fine, but be warned. This movie also contains spoilers in terms of Liam Neeson is supposed to come back as Ra's al Ghul. They have Ra's al Ghul's daughter, Talia, in it, who in the Batman universe is the second love of Bruce Wayne, where his first love is Catwoman. Here is my...
But to be perfectly honest, is not really sure if Catwoman is truly his first love, just because, she can be in the darkness with him for the most part.
Okay, but here's my big jump in the shark thing. I'm predicting that Joseph Gordon-Levitt is Ra's al Ghul. That's my big jump. That at the end of Batman Begins, because he says, you finally learned how to, whatever, he says, I'm not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you. And Liam Neeson does that, like he's almost closing his eyes into a trance thing. And for those who don't know, that there's a thing called the Lazarus Pit, that Ra's al Ghul in the comic books has been alive for 6 centuries, and he's been able to find this toxic bath that, in the right formula, will bring him back to life. And I'm thinking that's what happened. That Joseph Gordon-Levitt is the reincarnation from the Lazarus pit of Ra's al Ghul.
That's an interesting jump. You know, because we know so little about it, I can't dispute it. The one thing, I guess the one reason why I would say I think that's a long shot is the fact that Nolan's universe, he's tried to make it very real, and to have something that could bring people back to life.
But also remember, in Batman Begins, he essentially says something, is it a smoke and mirror or something more? He hints at the idea that there could be a Lazarus pit, or I'm reading into it the fact that there could be a Lazarus pit.
No, and I absolutely, I'm not discounting your theory, because, I mean, everything he's done seems real, but it could also be, you know, we always just assume that in the first one, well, that Ra's al Ghul is just more of a title, and that when one dies, somebody else takes the place. But we have no evidence of that. We just assumed that. Right. And because he doesn't come back to life in the movie, so you're just assuming, oh, it's something. So, I mean, it could be that all of a sudden he turns it very comic booky from very real in the last one. And I wouldn't be against that. I think that would be kind of an interesting way to end it. You know?
That's my jump in the shark. Does anyone have a jump in the shark they want to throw down?
I would say my thoughts is that Bruce Wayne gets his back broken, whatever his name is, the guy you just were talking about, the guy you think is Ra's al Ghul, I think becomes the new Batman. Bruce Wayne doesn't die, but he takes him as his protege, especially if he's a police officer, basically saying that we need the symbol. We need to continue the symbol, and I can't do it anymore. You need to step up. And that's how it ends.
Dude?
I probably wouldn't say jump in the shark, but just a theory is like, you know, maybe Bane is just an agent of Ra's al Ghul.
I also went there too with that this is Ra's al Ghul's or the Shadow of the Night, or what is it? The Shadow, whatever.
League of Shadows.
Thank you, the League of Shadows. This is just another attempt to break Gotham City. I thought that too. That would be another reason to bring back Ra's al Ghul, and he's still just a puppet of. He's just a puppet, the string pulling the strings of everything. So, all right, that's our take on what we may think will happen in The Dark Knight Rises. So, remember, June 20th, be there. All the nerds will be.